a place where I could finally belong. No child is born embracing endless darkness, yet mine were taught to carry every fear that others could not bear. I built a throne with trembling hands, believing love could still be found inside a crown. But every choice I made became another chain, and every dream was slowly buried beneath the weight of power. They remember the fire, but never the woman who burned inside it. Every prayer they lifted against me became another nail driven into my soul. I begged the silence to let me breathe, yet even heaven closed its gates before I could speak my truth. They remember only ashes, never all the dreams that turned to dust before the flames. They remember only my downfall, never how I carried every wound completely alone. Tell me, how can a soul ever find forgiveness when the whole world has forgotten she was once alive? Say my name, Jezabel. Jezabel. I have become the whispered curse they leave upon the lips of every frightened child. I watch the faces I once loved slowly disappear behind the masks of fear. The crown upon my head grew heavier than mountains until it crushed the woman I had been. Every mirror showed a stranger wearing my reflection, while the sound of my own heartbeat became a distant memory. History never wrote about the nights I drowned in tears no one would ever see. They only wrote how I felt. They only wrote how I felt. Every prophecy demanded that someone had to wear the blame, so they gathered all their hatred, placed it gently in my hands, and called it destiny. They remember only ashes, never all the dreams that turned to dust before the flames. They remember only my downfall, never how I carried every wound completely alone. Tell me, how can a soul ever find forgiveness when the whole world has forgotten she was once alive? Say my name, Jezabel. Jezabel. Is this the price for choosing to stand instead of kneeling? I have watched the centuries pass like winter over broken temples and